students, greetings to all. In this module, we'll be continuing with our ongoing chapter, chapter 5. That's the last topic of discussion for today. That is, we are going to talk about the chromosomal abnormalities. In the earlier module, we had discussed about the Mendelian disorders. Today, we are basically going to talk about the chromosomal aberrations, or we'll be talking about the chromosomal abnormalities. Now, these chromosomal abnormalities, they arise because of the non-disjunction of the chromosome. So they result from basically the improper segregation of the chromosomes during the process of the cell division. Now, that could result in the addition of extra set of chromosome, or that could also result in the reduction of the chromosome number. That is what is referred to as aneuploidy. But when we talk about the improper cytokinesis, if suppose cytokinesis does not follow the nuclear division, that is karyokinesis, then that results in polyploidy, having extra set of chromosome. So the chromosomal aberrations, they are a result of aneuploidy, or they could also result because of the polyploidy. Now, when we talk about the chromosomal abnormalities which occur on the autosomes, that means not the sex chromosome, so then they will be referred to as autosomal chromosomal abnormalities. Now, in that category, we'll be first talking about Down's syndrome. So now when we talk about Down syndrome, so that is an autosomal abnormality, and it was discovered by Langdon Down in the year 1866. So the person was Langdon Down, and therefore it is referred to as a Down syndrome. Now, this is characterized by trisomy in the 21st chromosome. So on the 21st chromosome, there is a trisomy. That means there's one extra set of chromosome that formed because of the non-disjunction or improper segregation of the chromosomes. Now, when we talk about the Down syndrome, in this syndrome, the individuals, they have got Palmer's crest, they are short in stature, they've got protruding lips, the mental retardation is a very common symptom, or psychomotor disorder is a very common symptom when you talk about such individuals who are suffering from the Down syndrome. So there's a trisomy, that means there's an extra set of the 21st chromosome. Right, so it can be shown like this. So there's an extra set of chromosome, and because of that, it leads to such kind of symptoms where such individuals, they keep on salivating, they've got a protruding tongue, they've got short stature, the protruding jaws, and they've got Palmer's crest. Now, moving on to the next disorder, but that is sex-linked. So we'll be talking about the sex-linked disorder. First, we'll be discussing about, so we talked about the autosomal disorder. So this is on the autosome. So this is an autosomal disorder. Now we'll be talking about Klinefelter's syndrome. Now when we discuss this Klinefelter's syndrome, now Klinefelter's syndrome, it is because of an extra addition of a set of chromosome. Now if we talk about this, so the genetic constitution, it will come out to be, in case of Klinefelter syndrome, it comes out as XII. Again, that is because of the non-disjunction or the improper separation of the chromosomes. Now here when we talk about a female, we can identify a female by the presence of bar bodies. Right. Now what do we understand by the term bar bodies? Bar bodies is when we are having a two set of X chromosome. So bar bodies, they are identifiable in the female itself. Now if we presume this to be the cell and this is the nucleus, so we'll be just having one set of X chromosome, and the other X chromosome, it will appear attached to the nuclear membrane as a darkened structure. So one is functional and the other one is non-functional, and it is appearing as this darkened structure, which is referred to as bar body. So if we see a bar body, if we identify a bar body, we refer it that it is the individual is a female by sex. But here what will happen when we talk about the Klinefelter syndrome, because there are two X chromosomes, therefore a person could be mistaken to be a female, but the individual is a male. So that happened because of the segregation took place in an improper manner. So here the person is having 2 X and 1 Y chromosome, and the individual can be mistaken for female because it shows the presence of the bar bodies. Now when we talk about the Klinefelter's syndrome, they are basically males. So the people who suffer from Klinefelter's syndrome, they are male, but they have got feminine characters. Like they'll be having a high-pitched voice like females. There will be development of they'll have breast. So that is what is referred to as gynecomastia. Apart from that, they'll have the more inclination will be towards the feminine characters in such males who suffer from this Klinefelter's syndrome. Now moving on to the next abnormality, which is referred to as Turner syndrome. So here the set of chromosome, it has increased from Klinefelter's, the set of chromosome number, that is generally it is 23 pairs, so that is 46, but here it has become 47 chromosome, right? Okay, now when we talk about the next syndrome, that is what is referred to as the Turner's syndrome, right? So we'll be talking about Turner's syndrome. So now when we carry out the discussion about Turner's syndrome, again it is a type of chromosomal abnormality. Here, basically, when we talk about the Turner syndrome, it is characterized by the genetic constitution, that is XII. So talking about Turner's syndrome, the genetic constitution of the individual, that will be XII. Now when we say that, so then in that case it means that these females having this genetic constitution, they'll be more like, they'll have the characters more like masculine. Now if we, how did actually the disjunction take place? So when the separation of the X chromosome was taking place, when the segregation was taking place, to one daughter cell moved both of the X chromosome and the other was left with nothing, right? The separation took place in an improper manner. Now if the mating is carried out with a sperm over here, and here if it donates one of its X chromosome, right, and one of its Y chromosome, let us presume, and here it donates one of its X chromosome. So the genetic constitution will come out to be XII. So this will result in the formation of Turner syndrome. This individual will suffer from Turner syndrome, and this will result in Klinefelter's syndrome. Now the individuals who suffer from Turner syndrome, the chromosome number that will get reduced, that will be 45. So normally it is 46. Here the chromosome number will be just 45, one less chromosome. Such females, they will have rudimentary ovaries. So when we talk about the symptoms of individuals who suffer from this Turner syndrome or who have Turner syndrome, such kind of females, they will have rudimentary ovaries. The process of menstrual cycle will get affected because they are underdeveloped females. In them, when we talk about such kind of females, so the secondary sexual characters will also not be properly developed. So these related disorders will be observed when a person is suffering from Turner syndrome. So in this module, we had carried out a detailed discussion on the chromosomal abnormalities. We had talked about the autosomal abnormality, Down syndrome. We had talked about the sex-linked abnormalities because of the genetic constitution XXY resulting in Klinefelter syndrome and X0 resulting in Turner syndrome. Hopefully, you must have garnered all the concepts related to chromosomal abnormalities. Thank you.